Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway, the people's main event, and I'm super excited for this one. The whole MMA world, can't wait to watch this fight. Everyone's excited. And initially, I was thinking Max Holloway is going to beat Justin Gaethje on points. He's going to cruise away with the victory. But we have to remember here, man, Max Holloway is always the taller fighter, the rangier fighter. He's not in this fight, man. He's the same. Justin Gaethje is the same size as him, with slightly reach. And this is gonna be a mad fight. It's so close, but I feel I'm leaning towards Max Holloway still. I think there's a few dangers that Justin Gaethje. This is the thing. Look, with Justin Gaethje, if you're preparing for him as a professional fighter, what are you gonna prepare for? A few things: his leg kicks, staying away from his power shots, and I think Max Holloway's style is very, very suited, yeah, and will be superior to Justin Gaethje's style. I think if he fights to a game plan and he uses his output economically to stay away from the shots, and then when Gaethje tires, which he does, which is another factor, another reason why I think Holloway's going to beat him. I reckon Holloway can put it on Gaethje, pull away with a decision victory. He might even be able to stop Justin Gaethje. Yeah, I said it. Holloway might be able to KO Justin Gaethje in the spots where Gaethje tends to tire, around 3, 4, 5. He starts to dip in and out of momentum, and he'll fight in spurts. He'll noticeably take a back foot and slow down. Max Holloway doesn't do that. His consistent pace is something that works as a weapon in itself. I like the Calvin Kattar fight. He doesn't hit super hard, but the consistent accumulation of shots damages fighters. So I reckon that's going to play into that in itself. That momentum shift, despite the now height advantage Holloway has to give away, considering he normally fights fighters shorter who are lesser of reach, so Holloway can play to that in his advantage. He's losing that out in this Gaethje fight, but the 5-round duration, I think, is going to serve in his favour. But he's got to be super careful, man. It just takes one Gaethje. He needs to look out for the leg kicks, the power shots. That's all he needs to look out for, really. I think Holloway's movement, his output, his pace, his technique, he can keep Gaethje fighting his fight. He needs to move around, touch him up, try and outspeed him, use his accumulation of punches and his gas tank in his favour. It's a close fight, man. It's such a close fight because it just takes a couple of dirty leg kicks from Gaethje, a couple of big shots, but then it's just, we can't go on the if buts and maybe of he lands a super shot and then he turns him inside out and ends the fight. That relying on that or even using that as a factor a lot of times in fighting, you can't, because all it takes is them to have a bad night or whatever, then that factor's gone. Then it comes down to who's the better trained fighter throughout. And when you look at it through in and out, I've got to go with Max Holloway. Take away Justin Gaethje's power, would he be that good of a fighter? Would you be saying the same thing? No, you wouldn't. He's just a guy who obviously very good fighter, very talented, everything, of course. But yeah, man, I just think in most scenarios when I think about it, Max Holloway should pull away with the victory here. I think he just got a little bit more to offer than Justin Gaethje. Close one though. Let us know what you think in the comment section. We're going to move on to the next fight, but sticking with Max Holloway and a close one. Wouldn't be surprised if Gaethje gets the finish, or because of the damage accumulation on Holloway, they might even give it to Gaethje, even if it goes to scorecards. A close one, very close one. Let us know what you think.